Girls for Lovers by Arnold Haldane. Written 1909, still true, somewhat today. Chapter 1. On Girls. A Pearl, a Girl. Browning. There are, of course, girls and girls, yet at heart they are pretty much alike. In age, naturally, they differ wildly, but this is a thorny subject. Suffice to say that all men love all girls, the maid of sweet 16 equally with the maid of untold age. There is something exasperatingly something or otherish about girls, and they know it, which makes them more something or otherish still. There is no other word for it. A girl is a complicated thing. It is made up of clothes, smiles, a pompadour, things of which space and prudence forbid the enumeration here. These things by themselves do not constitute a girl, which is obvious, nor is any one girl without these things, which is not too obvious. Where the things end and the girl begins, many men have tried to find out. Many girls would like to be men, except on occasions. At least so they say, but perhaps this is just a part of their something or otherishness. Why they should want to be men cannot conceive. Men pale before them, grow hot and cold before them, run before them and after them, swear by them and at them, and a bit of a chit of a thing in a short skirts and low thread stockings will twist able-bodied males round her little finger. It is an open secret that girls are fonder of men than they are of one another, which is very lucky for the men. Girls differ, and the same girl is different at different times. When she is by herself, she is one thing. When she is with other girls, she is another thing. When she is with a lot of men, she is a third sort of thing. When she is with a man. But this baffled even Hagar, the son of Jacob. As a rule, a man prefers a girl by herself. This is natural, and yet is said that you cannot have too much of a good thing. If this were true, a bevy of girls would be the height of happiness. Yet some men would sooner face the bulls of Bashan. Some foolish men, probably poets, have sought for and asserted the existence of an ideal girl. This is sheer nonsense. There is no such thing, and if there were, she could not compare with the real girl, the girl with flesh and blood, which, as some ought to have said, are excellent things in a woman. Other men, equally foolish, have regarded girls as playthings. I wish these men had tried to play with them. They would have found out that they were playing with fire and brimstone. Yet the veriest spitfire can be wondrous sweet. Sweet? Yes. On the whole, girl is the sweetest thing known or knowable. On the sixth hole of the terrestrial sphere, nature has produced nothing more adorable than the high-spirited, high-bred girl. Of this she is quite aware, to our cost. The consequence is, her price has gone up, and man has to pay high and pay all sorts of things. Ices, sweets, champagne, drives, church-goings, and sometimes spot cash. Men are always wishing they knew all about girls. It is a precious good thing that they don't. Not that this is any way disparaging to the girls. The fact is, a girl is an infinite puzzle, and it is this puzzle that, among other things, tickles the men and arouses their curiosity. What a man doesn't know about a girl would feel a ne'er-do-well, the bully, the careless, the cruel. It is often that a girl's caress is given, and curiously enough, and that is curiously enough as it seems to a pure-blind loving man, should the favoured one be openly convicted, that alters not one whit his statue with the girl. For a girl, having given her heart, never recalls it, not wholly. She may regret, she never recoils. In other words, to the man of her own free lawless choice, a girl is always loyal. To subsequent and subordinate attachment she is dutiful. So ever the renegade, if loved by a girl, will be upheld by that girl through thick and thin. Secretly it may be, for often the girl, nevertheless devoted, and only under compulsion will he listen to the detractor. He may desert her, or if he sticks to her, he may beat her. No matter, he holds her heart in the hollow of his hand. But, few things mystify poor law-abiding man than this, that the central, the profoundest, the most portentous puzzle of the universe, the wheel of woe of too high aspiring, much enduring, youthful human souls, should be the sport of what seems to him the veriest and merest chance. The unconscious search of sweet 16 is for, in mathematical language which will not sophisticate her, the integral of love. Yet in the short years between 16 and 20, a girl's love will undergo rapid and startling developments. A girl with lots of brothers has more chances of matrimony than a girl with none. She knows more of men, especially of their weaknesses and idiosyncrasies, and to know the weakness and idiosyncrasies exemplary patience, for alas, are they given the rein for a single passing moment, instead of being accounted unto her for righteousness, they work her ruin. She must win her one man, and she must win him for life, but she cannot pick or choose, for she must wait to be asked. If she make test of many admirers, she is described as a flirt. If conscientious and